somehow. What I was gonna do was I was gonna see if yeah, we have lights. Okay. Kaboom! Don't hit that button. That's the obliterate button. So we'll put down some social services. Large elementary school. Because we want these Sims to be educated. Large high school, yeah, okay. The large high school is gigantic. Look at this thing. It's a massive, and it can handle more people than there are on the planet right now. At least. What did I put the private school right there? So yeah, I think we'll go like that. I'd like to put a library down. Oh, well, that's landmarks. Not what I want. City Museum, National Library. So I'm gonna plop down a library right there, and then whatever happens, happens. These have all been adjusted to where they are. And so let's go ahead and hit play and check out some growth. Our budget kinda got messed up a bit. Yeah, we're gonna need more power. I think that might be overkilling it a bit, but I'm not sure. So we'll just go, and then if we see some like, yeah. Male statue. I'm gonna wait to put that statue down. Bad bugs riddle a section of the city. Illness and fever are rampant. What? Where? I do have a medical center right here. Yeah, I don't know what she's talking about. She's crazy. No water, no way. Okay. First thing is first. Let's check on our water situation. We need another pump. Well, I'm sorry, commercial offices, but I need your space. 71%. And I wish I could know how much power we're consuming, because I think that's all we can buy right now. I'm gonna hit play and wait until I get an error pop up before I change where we're going. The growth looks pretty decent though. 38,000, 40,000 sims. Ah, hello. We got a couple of things. So I'm gonna put this guy somewhere where his desirability won't be wasted. That is where his desirability will be wasted. Oh. That was there for my anybody who's played Darksiders. Now this would have been a great place for me to have left in space. Alright, well, too bad. Alright, now we have too much power, but look at how much profit we're making. So, remember before how I was telling you guys that, like, commercial makes you money? Well, boom! Yeah. Yeah. Don't mind the fact that residential taxation is more right now. That's not what I said. So we gotta save and exit because we're out of power. We're gonna go to the Dirty Burger. And we're gonna do a quick check on a couple of things. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go hit play and error pop-up, stop, check out the demand. Demand has increased, so we'll let the demand grow even though we're need a plant. Let's see. Alright. I need to build another power plant here. And I really don't want to. Alright. I am going to build a power plant. And I'm gonna hope that this power plant... I'm gonna build two. And just for good measure, I'm gonna attach them like that. Yeah, there we go, okay. So, I'm gonna let the demand See if I can't cull that demand with the zones I already have. I'm not quite ready to come back to the Dirty Burger and start building it, so I think I'm just gonna leave it there. Or is there more? No. I'm gonna go back to Metro City. I'm gonna go back to Dartmouth, and we're gonna see if we can work on Dartmouth. I'd like to work on Dartmouth for most of the day. We're getting requests for an airport a lot. I'm gonna talk about that soon, but not right now. Lots of garbage. Yes, yes. We're not stashing trash. We're exporting it. Some of the like the I don't even know what you call them, the pop-up errors don't make any sense to me. Like, latest report show a decline in education level. That's because we just... Anyway. I guess I'll zoom in a little bit to let this growth happen. So let's check out our schools. This guy needs a little bit more funding. This school right here is going to need to be funded quite a bit better than our neighborhood up here. The main reason for that is going to be so yeah, we're going to need, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and place some more commercial. This commercial is going to turn into stores primarily. One of the reasons that I'm going to do this right now is that we're having a problem with jobs, and I can tell by the RCI indicators. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to zone off a bunch of commercial here. See if I can't remedy that problem by just creating more jobs. And we'll go ahead and we'll see if that works. I'm expecting there to be more population than this, and it's not happening. Yeah, see, we're losing some demand because some of these workers aren't educated enough. And that's just literally that's a time issue. It might sound a little strange, but it does actually take in-game time to educate your Sims. So I'm just going to keep adjusting, and make sure I respect. I wonder if I could build another library and force the education through. So one of the things you'll notice is if you look here, all this education is brown, and that's because these people haven't lived here very long, and they're all like, in the game's simulation, they're all new Sims. Can I increase the education anymore? Boom, carpool incentive is expensive. Junior sports program will decrease the crime. We're getting a little bit of growth. That's going to be caused by education. Yeah, see. Yeah, my problem right now is my Sims are too dense. The university, the nice thing about the university is it'll actually hit everywhere on the whole map. It's map wide, whereas if you go to the city college, which isn't a gift, you can have as many city colleges as you want. The city college is much smaller, but the city college does not. I believe the city college has a range. It might not though. Yeah, the major art museum is something you can unlock as well that'll affect education, but for now, so we do have a little bit more high-tech demand, and I'm going to build that right here. See if I can encourage the city to continue to grow. My goal is to fill up this quarter and then move on to another one, but that might actually be unrealistic to be able to do without building anything else. So we need more power. We're gonna get some more power. Go up to here, and it looks like we may have topped out our garbage, but we're gonna check. We have no garbage buildup, but we do have water problems. How's our water pollution doing? Still pretty good. Alright. We need to place another pump. Eventually, this city will be able to sustain a large-sized pump. we're not there yet. The large size pump costs essentially are the equivalent of 10 pumps and cost slightly less than 10 pumps. So if you can't support a city with 10 regular pumps, then you can't have one of these because they're a lot. Their cost is gigantic. And here we have an abandoned building, so I'm just going to go ahead and destroy that and let it redevelop. Some abandoned buildings I won't do that with. These, like these ones, for example, these guys are, I believe, having a desirability problem because there's still tons of demand for it. So we're going to solve the desirability problem. High-tech industry is a little bit frustrating at times because it needs to be coddled so much. Because it's so focused on desirability. See, here's an abandoned building that we can just go kaboom. Now I'm gonna guess that that's this hospital, and I'm right. So I'll increase the funding to that hospital. Just checking my schools. When you double click them, sometimes you see how it fixed. How we were having these buildings go, like for example this building here, it was going dark on us. That's a desirability problem, and we can fix that. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put in not medium. Just mentioning desirability, there's some open land plots there that we're gonna try to fill. We got our first stadium, our minor league stadium, which is gonna go over there. The stadiums actually have like really big influences on the city, and I'm building it over here because I never really planned for them, and I believe they're like high crime or low desirability areas. I can't actually remember which one they are. Yeah, it looks like they're high crime areas. So it looks like we need another police station. We probably need both a police station and a fire station. So we'll go ahead down to our huge deluxe police station. And while some of him is wasted, I think it's going to cover the parts of the map that I care about. These guys cost quite a bit. And I would like a large fire station to go by City Hall. You know what? I'm gonna place this guy here because he's gonna get, he gets way more of the population if he sits there. Take a look at my safety. Crime should dwindle. They keep asking for an airport, and realistically speaking, until I know, the airports are kind of weird. Once you place it, it'll service a certain amount of customers. And then once it's reached that amount of customers, it's going to ask you to build a bigger one. And I don't like to mess around with the airport until I know I can upgrade it. So hold on a second here. A couple of abandoned buildings in this part of town that aren't doing so well. They say low demand because there's no office demand here, and one of the big problems of SimCity is the game will auto-develop and sometimes it'll overdevelop. So like you can see, we have a ton of commercial demand and we have commercial zones that are not being used, and they consistently will do this where they'll be like, they'll instantly move to high wealth and then not be able to sustain them at high wealth. And literally the only way you can solve that in game is just by clicking your demolish and clearing them out, and doing your best to create the demand that they require to be functional. It's frustrating. I have not found a way to solve that in-game or through a mod yet, so it's something you just sort of have to suck up. And I'd really like to put some industrial demand down here, so I'm going to zone for it, but I'm going to keep in mind that I'm going to need some desirability to keep that attractive, so I'm going to place some parks even before I let it grow. I built this because I want to flesh out the map. I'm just placing parks because you really have to coddle high tech. It's annoying, but you know, it's just part of the game. Come on, grow, there we go. Gloom, gloom. Alright, how we doing? We still have plenty of high-tech demand, and I